Okay, if this works, good. If not, then I will remake the video. So, it's Allie. It's been a while. I was supposed to do 2 videos over the weekend, and stuff happened where I couldn't. Sorry, I gotta be in front of this portrait, so that way I'm not gonna get in trouble. I'm at school actually right now, so I have to, and this is the only time, and I'm gonna be making another video on Thursday as well, and I'm gonna have to find a better place because this area is not gonna work probably for next week. I'm just making sure that the microphone's okay. I'm gonna review the video before I upload it because I have to make 2 today and then 1 on Thursday, which is my Hillywood video because Umbrella Academy goes up. So this video is going to be the RWBY episode 2 review, and then the next video will be my viewpoints on Sword and Shield and all of that, and for Pokemon, and I will get into that more for that episode. And again, I will be making one on Thursday for my reaction to Hillywood, and I will go into that more into the Pokemon video, so that way I can just go more details, because there's not much I can really say right now because I didn't finish the typing stuff, so I'll talk about more of that in the next video. So for the RWBY episode 2, honestly, it gave us a little bit more answers or a little bit more clarity, but there's still a lot of stuff we don't know yet. We find out more about the Aesops, or I'm gonna just say Ironwood's cavalry because it's like the Aesops. It's like I'm just gonna keep getting my slurring in. So they are literally stories from the Aesop's fables. I can't remember which fisherman story. There's 2 of them, I think. Unless one of them was a Brothers Grimm, but I think there's 2 fisherman stories that Aesop did. But it's not the fisherman's wife, which is the one with the magic fish. It's a different fisherman story, which is the main guy, like the leader of the group. And I'm sorry if you do have to hear any extra loud stuff because pretty much I have to, like I said, I thought this would be the best place to do stuff, and I have to hold this up so that way I can just say this without saying it multiple times if people can actually read. So, yeah, and I have to be in front of this, my head has to be right here because of this portrait net, because I don't want to get in trouble for anything. We also get two of the more of the team members are from a story called Elm and Vine. We finally get the hair for the Taurus and the hair story in RWBY, and then this last one I'm actually kind of happy about because I never heard of this story until I saw this one movie, which I will get into in a minute. But it's called The Dog's Reflection, and the first time I'd ever heard of this story was actually in The Devil's Carnival. If you've ever seen RWBY, the generic opera, it's with. And I've talked about it before, but that is kind of a grotesque format, but it's like the people who create this, and actually the person who plays the grave robber in RWBY is the devil in this, and there you have 2 movies out, but there was supposed to be a 3rd, but they just never ended up getting to it, and their viewpoints I can understand. Sorry. I'm waiting for someone to come this way. So anyway, those are all the people from that team. We also get confirmation about who Robin Hill is, even though everybody could kind of get an idea about that she was going to be a Robin Hood base, but they gave us even more confirmation about when the team is being transported in a police vehicle, that there's another person there, and they say Happy Huntresses. It's literally Robin Hood and his merry men. So I'm hoping that we either get a Lil Jon or Maid Marian. I really don't want to get the bad guys yet, honestly, because we already got probably Winter's dad, her brother, and more of Salem's team that's still around, which is the Scorpion, Moriarty, etc., etc. And it's just the fact of I don't need the Lil Jon or the evil guys, not Lil Jon, the evil guys. And we also get to find out that Penny and Winter are aware of the relics, what the truth behind the story of the four maidens. And while it's a shock to everyone else, I am not surprised, because honestly, mainly with Winter, I'm not surprised because she's Ironwood's right-hand man. And if not, she wasn't in the loop, I would have been shocked. For Penny, it's like if she's pretty much like not exactly a police droid, she's not RoboCop, but she's more or less like pretty much a superhero. If you didn't have the hunters and huntresses, you'd have a superhero. So for that, I was not surprised. They did mention about the staff, which is the Winter, I think it's the Winter Maiden's relic. And we also get a little bit of details about the Winter Maiden, which I will go into further in a moment. And at the end, we find out that the Scorpion and Moriarty's Watson, that's what I'm pretty much calling him right now, because I gotta get back into remembering everybody's name, so it's gonna be probably a couple more episodes before I get that. The last thing I honestly want to talk about, because this was a good episode, but it just was like more informative than action-y, obviously, which you kind of need that sometimes. But anyway, the last thing I'm going to talk about is that the four maidens won for us, because we got that confirmation. So as of right now, from excluding the originals, which we learned about before, there was a Spring Maiden that Raven pretty much did not see as worthy or capable of handling the power, so she pretty much killed her and took it for herself. So Yang's mom, Raven, is the Spring Maiden. We had Amber, who was pretty much indisposed, and Pyrrha was supposed to be the next one, but because Cinder had killed Amber before Pyrrha got to transfer the energy, she got to be Cinder and then killed Pyrrha. She officially is Cinder Fall is officially the Autumn Maiden. We have no details about the Spring Maiden unless the After the Fall story has anything about that, but I gotta take a look at that. And like the headmaster or headmistress or whatever, which I know we know about, but have a name to, but we won't get anything else until the second book comes out. So we just gotta bide our time, because most likely either we're gonna get it in that sequel, or we're gonna get that in probably once we are done with Atlas for this series. So like I said before, that could take 1 to 2 seasons to do, maybe 3. Look how long it took us to get out of I think it was Vale. It wasn't Vale. It was my brain's kind of done because it's been a long weekend. It was a really rough weekend, as a matter of fact, and I'm just tired. But as for the Winter Maiden, Crow mentions that she's not a spring chicken, so either she's older or she's ill. It could be even both, but I think he's referring to the fact she's older. But the fact that he says, Winter also says stable condition makes me think ill, because... So, I'm surprised that they haven't actually chosen somebody to be her successor right now. So I'm gonna actually finish this video up here, so that way I can, seriously, so that way I can start doing the other video and maybe wait for this class to get out. This is Sally signing off. Click like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Comment down below if you think what you thought of this second episode. I won't be able to see episode 3 until November 23rd. Seriously? Thank you. And then I will, when the, which is the third one out that's up now for everybody else who has paid to get it. And when November 23rd happens, we'll get the fourth episode, but I won't be able to get until November 30th. Bye.